Hi everybody, and welcome back to a special edition of the Twin Spires Triple Crown vidcast. My name's Peter Thomas Fornatale, and I'm here this week with a special presentation, My Breakfast with AK, Animal Kingdom, the Derby winner, who I got to meet in person on Saturday at the Fairhill Training Center. This shot here I took from the Clocker stand, and it's an overview of the place. You can get a sense that this is not the typical racetrack environment. You can see the beautiful trees in the background, the flowers by the side, and we have, of course, the special Tapeta training track in the middle here with the dirt course on the outside. The plan on this morning was for Animal Kingdom to just do a little bit of light jogging, light piece of work on the dirt. I sat up in the Clocker stand for a little bit, and then I wandered over to the rail and saw an unexpected sight. A couple of Labrador Retrievers. These belong to trainer Graham Motion. We have, I believe, Sasha and Ginger, though I'm not certain about those names. And it was just cool to see Graham coming out of the Team Valor barn, dogs in hand, up to the rail to watch the horses work. And I hung around for the first set and then waited a bit longer and then eventually got to lay my eyes on this guy. Animal Kingdom, looking none the worse for wear from his Triple Crown Trail exertions so far. Looked very fit, coat looked great, horse looked smart and alert. I'm no real expert, but on body type to me, he did seem a stout type for whom the 1.5 miles is not going to be any problem when it comes time for the Belmont Stakes in just about a week and a half. And I got some interesting insight into his demeanor. Just a few seconds, really, after this picture was taken, another horse in this set started acting up, going a little bit, getting a little bit hinky out there. And whereas most of the other work companions were throwing their heads or whinnying or showing some signs of mild nervousness, he stood absolutely as cool as a cucumber. And it was just very impressive that this horse, he's been through a lot, he seems relatively unflappable. Then we heard some news just this morning out of Fairhill. Apparently this morning, during a similar piece of work by Animal Kingdom, the rider actually got tossed briefly, managed to keep hold of the reins, and the horse didn't freak out. You know, I think he was being strong-willed, trying to show the rider who was boss. Clearly has a bit of an ego, but nothing crazy. Stayed right there, rider got back on, and everything was cool. That piece of reporting comes from my friend Joe Clancy at the Steeplechase Times, and it just goes to show we're dealing with a horse with, I think, the right kind of demeanor, the right balance of not going crazy, but also feels full of himself. And I think is one we're going to have to take an extremely long look at, obviously, when it comes Belmont Stakes Day. Here was my up-close look at the Derby winner. Looking gorgeous in the sunshine here. You can get a good sense of his thick muscular withers. You've got a good eye. It's a terrific looking horse, and it was really an absolute pleasure to be down there at Fairhill getting a chance to meet him on Saturday. Now, no horse is ever an automatic bet, but I just have a feeling if everybody shows up who's currently pointing to the race, we might just get a bettable price on Animal Kingdom, and I really see him not being out of the top two, and obviously, as in my view anyway, the most likely winner. Well, I'll be back next week. Until then, I'm Peter Thomas Fornatale for TwinSpires.com.